Hey guys, what's up? It's ArcadeCode here, and welcome to episode 10 of my Unity tutorials. So last episode, when we played the game, we managed to get our cube to create these interesting projectiles as a trail. What we want to do this episode is actually making the projectiles come out of the cube as a bullet. To do this, we can come back to our shoot script and edit it. So right now we have this instantiate argument, not argument, but function, and what it does is it actually returns the ID of whatever you create. So you'll be able to individually identify each of your different game objects. So, well, prefabs. So first of all, we want to create a private variable. So we just type private var, and we want to name it clone, and its type is going to be a transform. So what private var clone is just like the public var up there, but private means it will only be accessible within this if statement right here. So now if I go down here and just here I write clone is equal to instantiate, well, it will assign whatever this created right here, so the latest created bullet, it will put whatever ID it is inside the clone, and then we can say clone dot, and then we can set the speed of it. But before we can actually set the speed of it, we should probably make the asset of the projectile a rigid body. So rigid body means it will have physics to it, and it means we can add a bunch of interesting things. So you can do components, physics, rigid body, and here you will have your rigid body right here. You can just leave it as it is right now, probably add a very small mass, 0.2 for example, and that is perfect for now. So now when we come back to our Unity under here, our monodevelop, we can, instead of having a transform here, we can set it to rigid body. Rigid body, it means it will be one of those types over here, so a rigid body component, and that means that we can now access in the clone command velocity, and we can set it to whatever we want. So clone.velocity is equal to transform.forward times 10. So what transform.forward is the forward direction of your transform. And remember, your transform refers back to this transform component right here. So now if we save this and come back to Unity and play, we see we have an error. And that is probably because we set it to private. Since it is already inside this area, Unity will do that for us. We don't actually need that. So we can just take this bit out, and now when we play, we still have another error. Cannot convert projectile behavior to Unity rigid body. So apparently, because we're trying to clone a rigid body, we need to set that to rigid body as well, because they'll be both of the same type. And Unity detected that automatically, so it saved us a crash on our computer. And here we go. Now when we press space, we should see something, left control is it? We're supposed to see something come out. Now, it is not happening at the moment. So that is maybe because we haven't set it here. See, we still have to drag the projectile back in here. And now when we play, it should work fine. So as you can see, we are creating these rigid bodies and they are reacting properly. They just don't seem to have much speed to them. And you can see they actually try to pop out of our cube. So um, we'll fix this next episode, which is probably going to come out straight after this one, um, because I think we ran out of time for our usual short episode. So today we looked at rigid bodies, as you could see. Now when we create them, if I press play, we can see that they actually react and fall to the ground and react to the ground. So all we need to do now is make sure they have a correct velocity when coming out of your cube. So I'll see you guys next time. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you later.